What's the podcast about? What are we talking about on the baseline?
Well, basically what we're going to talk about today is how to choose the right AAU club.
Say, man, niggas always talking about this and that. Niggas ain't on shit out here. Oh, broke ass niggas. Niggas big shit on them.
So ain't no contender. Hey, you tryna go against me? Bitch, I'ma win it. Act like you remember. Yeah.
Somebody go ahead.
Rose, hype searches, hype, don't let it use you. Listen. Is we live?
We live.
Then we live. Let's go.
We're rolling. This is the Baseline Talk Podcast. What's up? This your boy Corey.
This is your man Swift with the Swiftology.
And this is Uncle Dre, Rose, hype searches, hype, don't let it use you. Y'all gonna need to listen.
What's the podcast about? What are we talking about on the baseline?
Well, basically what we're going to talk about today is how to choose the right AAU club. AAU club.
Okay.
The right AAU club, because a lot of kids out here is fascinated with the bells and the whistles, and parents are looking at all these name brand situations, but sometimes that situation just doesn't fit you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Well, let's let's tell everybody what it's gonna be.
Okay, you ready to dive in? Well, right now, we're looking at February. We're in February, so parents and kids out there, they're looking for the right team. Everybody's going to tryouts. They're listening to all these pitches from AAU coaches or whatnot. But what we're here to explain is whether it's a big platform or a small platform, it's certain dynamics that has to be right in order for your child to make the right decision.
Okay.
And you got a few people that's, you got some good salesmen out here. You got some good salesmen. Yeah.
Salesmen.
Yeah, you got good salesmen, swindlers. I call them swindlers.
Okay. Okay.
But at the same time, it's a lot of factors that go into it. EYBL is a big thing right now. EYBL, Under Armour, those circuits. But if you're not a kid, if you're not an EYBL kid, or if that situation doesn't fit you, you shouldn't be trying to look at the EYBL team.
So let's help the parents in a way that, how do a parent come to the realization that their kid is not a three stripes, a UAA or EYBL caliber kid, because we are talking about, a person's most prized possession, which is their child.
Right.
So without, shaming the kid, how do we help these,
I think
how you tell mom that her son or her daughter is not.
That's a hard topic to deal with right now, because really dealing with your parents and the parents and the kids, you can't tell nobody, baby, they sorry. It don't matter what you say or how it go. You can't tell them your baby ain't that good. You also got a smoke screen put up with all these programs and everything, because you might be an EYBL team and they got the #1 player in the country on there, but you see the little kid down on the bench that's getting playing time that you wonder how he got on there. And it's like, how he getting everything and going everywhere and doing everything that everybody get to do. But that's because of the relationship with the coach and the coach's relationship with the parent. So if the parents ain't got relationships with these coaches, these trainers, coaches, and all these people, they don't care about nothing about your kid. If your kid can't get them put on a pedestal or put them high up, it ain't going down. It's just what it is. They not gonna work for you.
So fellas, this is tryout season. You know what I'm saying? It's tryouts, and we all we all got tryouts. So
how you try out for AAU?
Well, that's you tell me how
how you try out for AAU?
Well, basically looking on social media, listening to.
If I'm a EYBL top team, a Nike team, a Adidas, Under Armour team,
ain't no tryouts.
How is you trying out for? You don't
really
try
ain't no
out for them.
tryouts, is it?
It ain't how you trying out. So what you basically telling me that all these flyers with this $20, $10 come try out with us?
It ain't no
you
tryout.
ain't doing nothing but parents. All you doing is paying their light bill. That's their money.
Or paying for the other kids that's on the team.
You ain't even paying for that
So the
because they
team-
getting that.
What's the likelihood? What is the likelihood that the team already completed before the trials begin?
Top teams,
Yeah.
it's complete.
It's complete.
It's complete.
It's complete.
complete.
Trial ain't even worth it.
yeah.
New teams, they looking so that trial go on and pay that $10.
Facts.
It's some new teams that's I've been seeing popping up out there because you know the landscape is a lot different from back when I was doing it. So I mean these new teams, you might can get the chance with that this non-shoe company affiliate.
That's true.
independent. But if you talk, we talking EYBL top 25
UAA.
player UAA
Yeah.
teams. If we talking that, ain't no trial.
Ain't no tryouts. Nah, it ain't no tryouts.
Ain't no such thing.
It's some recruiting going on.
Yeah, we picking.
but it ain't. It ain't
We
no
recruit.
Kind of like college.
Yeah,
like college.
Like,
it
it's
is
like,
college.
It's like
College.
it ain't a such thing as trying out for a team
if
in
you-
college.
if
You
you-
recruited.
Hey, you know what's so crazy about all the parents and everybody right now? If you close your eyes and really look at it, the NBA is AAU now.
There's a lot of moving.
What they doing?
Yeah.
What they doing? All they doing is, I'm friends with him. Everybody playing with a buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all they doing.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't worrying about no draft picks or nothing. They going about free agency and who you gonna play with.
Yeah, and then you got some of these new talented players that are looking for a team, and their parents don't have a clue. Their parents don't have a clue on which team I should play with because they're listening to this newcomer that just created an AAU team, and he's saying that he can get them 10 offers. He can get them 10 offers. But how do a parent decide on what AAU team is best suited for them? Because I know you got is no tryouts for the top players, but at the same time, if you're not fitting the right piece or playing the right position, if you're not playing the right position on an AAU team and you're trying to go to college,
Yeah.
hey, you might as well. It's null and void.
So give me like an example. So you're saying like on a girl in the girls' world, you got a 5'11" kid playing post.
Facts. See, that's null and void. She's not trying to go to college. If she's 5'11" and she's still playing the post, you can forget about it. You can forget about it. So my thing is, if you 5'11" and you're trying to go to college, you should be playing on the wing. You should be playing on the perimeter. And if the AAU coach is not speaking that or selling that I'm trying to develop her in, even if she don't have the tools, but I can develop her into a wing player. She's a tweener. She's a 4 player, but now she's trying to transition to the wing. Well, if you don't have a AAU coach that can develop or train a kid and transition them from the post to the perimeter, you're wasting your time and your money.
So who developing?
Well,
EYBL, AAU, Under Armour, Adidas. What
nobody-
team is developing? Who can honestly?
really, nobody's really developing that I can name. Nobody's developing.
I might can say one place is developing.
Okay.
Bridge.
Yeah, they're developing.
Bridge, Tony Hobbs and Bridge.
Yeah.
That's all they do. They ain't
Right.
got no team.
And they ain't got no AAU
Ain't no
team.
team. Ain't
Exactly.
no such thing as a team.
Exactly.
It's about development.
Exactly.
So parents, if they want to do that, shout out to Tony Hobbs. You
Right.
go over there
That's
to
okay.
Tony Hobbs and get them developed. I had a coach actually tell me today, we was talking about the situation, and he was like, yeah, some of my kids went over there to Bridge. I'm trying to do a concept like that. But they actually went over there and got better. I like, because that's what Tony Hobbs do.
Well, that's what, as a parent, that's what you need to be looking for. You need to
Exactly.
be looking for development because that's what it's about right now.
Absolutely.
It's about development.
So in a club program, by the time now we're talking timeline. It's February right now. So it's in about a few weeks. Games are going to be played. Tournaments are going to be kicking off. You know what I'm saying? So parents probably is development year round. Or do you bring your child to the program to get your development? Because You know, a lot of these programs, if you step up in there, you know, today, and you 5'11" and you can't handle the wing, they don't have time to. They ain't got time to get you.
Corey, I thought ball is life. I thought it was 8 days a week.
Yeah, like
it's
too late.
Yeah,
it's too late.
if
you wait till the summer, it's too late.
Yeah. You wait till the summer, it's too late.
So you need to be developing year round. They need to be thinking about development like 24/7.
Right.
Yeah, but when you decide on an AAU team, parents, look at the AAU coach's resume. Look at his history. If he hadn't put any players in college and he can't name any players that he's developed and sent to a college institution, you're wasting your time. A lot of these guys are the best salesmen in town, the best hypocrites and the best swindlers in town. If they're not putting anybody in college, you need to move on.
Yeah, but excuse me.
Go ahead.
But what I was about to say on that, you're exactly right. But also, don't go off they putting them in college, because a lot of them guys didn't put them in college. A lot of them guys sat up there and rode their piggyback and then just so happened got a call and the coach said I needed a point guard and just so happened he had one.
Well,
true.
So, you got them situations and everything. So what if, because another aspect of the tryout is where we're going to play. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a child that is on JV and they're excited that, the club is going to put on a team, and you got a nice travel schedule. What do you recommend? Do that child need to haven't played varsity yet?
No, I recommend that child finds a team that's suitable for their talent and playing in the type of events that suits their skill set.
Right.
If it's a big time organization coming at you and you hadn't played varsity ball and you just looking at a dream, like a miracle's going to happen.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
No, these college coaches and these recruiters, they know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they're looking for. So it's no lucking up on a scholarship.
So, and I've seen this, with the DFW Elite program for years, blessed to play on that stage, but the next team, they can play all 5 games, probably get 5 total coaches,
That's
so
true.
Really a disservice was done to the kids,
right?
Because they probably shouldn't have been taken out of this environment right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth.
Well, I want to say, but also with that, you got kids that go away from the Metroplex and go out. At the end of the day, it's also depending on the level of colleges that's coming to see them. So if you sitting up here in the event like EYBL and all you got is Calipari and these top dudes, and you ain't got no D2s, NIAI, and all that stuff, you ain't got them, then you losing. You shorten yourself, because it's a lot of them. I mean, Sean Kemp went to JUCO. Dennis Rodman went to JUCO. So, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of these parents, they need to understand, first of all, who got the best interest in your child? You. Second of all, with the coaches and everybody, if it's just like if a coach ain't yelling at you, that mean he don't love you. So if they ain't showing you that attention and sitting up here and giving you that information, and you got to constantly ask them and do this, that, and the other, then that ain't the program.
Right.
And that's just what it is.
And the thing about it is, I feel like parents need to be realistic. I mean, about where their child is. Even if they have to ask somebody that has the expertise in evaluating talent. A lot of these parents are, like you said, you can't tell a parent that they're sorry. But at the same time, you can be honest with a parent that like, you're not high major D1 talent. You're just not. You need to be looking at Division II, Division III, NAIA, JUCO. So it's really important for the parents to understand where their child is.
Right.
Don't put them in an environment that's over their head.
Right. But see, we sorry not to cut you off, but we already doing that, because we done brought primetime ball to the South. Because what I'm seeing now, you got a lot of kids mixture. You got elite kids mixed with kids that supposed to play in the YMCA. And them parents is really mad their kids ain't getting no playing time because they beat Johnny one time in practice.
True.
Right.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, you get the whole landscape of grassroots is totally out of control now. And it ain't no you can't grasp it. You can't. I mean, just look at the NCAA situation. They couldn't control that. Ain't nothing you can control. But you got too many entities in it.
The best thing to do, to piggyback off what you said, Swift, is up front. Up front, tell the parents the truth.
Yeah,
the truth
about their child. Now they have a decision to make, and if they, it don't matter which decision they can take their child and go somewhere else, or they can just leave them with you. But you didn't bullshit them,
right?
You didn't bullshit them up front, honest. And that's gonna cut out everything. Any problems that you could potentially have down the road.
True.
Because when you bullshit them, you say, hey, this kid, you're gonna get this kid to a mid-major or a high, Power 5 caliber player, and you don't took that money for 2 or 3 summers, and ain't nothing left on the table, ain't nothing on the table. Now she finna go tell everybody, you ain't
exactly.
no good.
And she mad.
And she mad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's, I feel that's the coach's responsibility, AAU coach's responsibility is even for us just being honest and their integrity and what have you. But parents, my advice to you is to always get a second opinion. I know you see the best in your child. I know you seen the best games. Always evaluate the competition that they have in these great games against. If this great game is against the number 9 player in the state, well, then it's credible. But, a lot of parents get varsity misunderstood. You play varsity, freshman, sophomore, but what district was that high school in?
Okay, so let's back up.
Okay.
All right, let's back up for a second. Have you worked on the college level? I
worked at the college level. I coached at Baylor University.
Okay.
For 7 years.
For 7 years, okay.
Women's basketball.
All right, in that era of your 7 years, did Baylor ever go to the Final Four?
Yes, we went to the Final Four twice.
Okay. Did y'all win?
We won.
Okay. Now, so your role obviously was coaching and finding talent and finding, So were you ever tricked by the 30 points a game from a player in a district where the talent is subpar?
Never. 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 Because in order to get the respect of a college coach, especially a Final Four contender and a consensus top 5 team in the country, you have to play at that level against the best in the country. If it's not against the best in the country, well, you really don't get any credit for 30 points a game.
Okay.
Because there's kids that play in 1A division, 2A, they score 30 and 40 points. We used to get film every day from kids dropping 40 and dropping 30. And then when we look at the film, they playing against kids with 2 left feet. That can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. So there's no credibility for that. So we were never tricked because we had players that was in our mind that we wanted. So we wanted to see if you could compete at that level. So if you can't compete at the highest level, you wasn't considered.
Okay, so was there, to piggyback off of that, was there any time where there was a recruit for geographical disadvantages that couldn't play against talent at that level, but you saw something like what she's doing against these kids work against a UConn, a A&M, or whatever? Was it ever a case like that?
There was some cases like that. There was some highly talented players playing at a low-level type of competition, and we would give them the advice that they would need to seek and find the right program that will put them in the environment where they could play against players like themselves.
Okay. So you got paid to do this for 7 years.
I got paid. I got paid.
And we're one of the best.
You got a ring right there.
You got a ring.
Yeah, we went 40-0.
40-0.
Okay.
Matter of fact, he recruited Brittany Grinder.
I know who he recruited.
He recruited Brittany Grinder.
Wait.
And so this is it. See, this is it. You can't ask him that question because he recruited only elite, so they just fell in his lap. Odyssey Sims.
No, they didn't fall in his lap. He went and got him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But
my point is, this is somebody, that was on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what kept him employed and got, they did special things. 40-0.
Because these parents will get you fired.
Right.
They get you fired.
You know what I'm saying? So, it wasn't too many 5'11" post players that he recruited. He was getting 6'7" Brennan Griner.
Yeah, 7 footers up.
But in today's environment, going back to like 20 minutes ago, there's swindlers in the game or the hustlers in the game that's hustling these parents. You know what I'm saying? And they are seeking and acting on the advice that the swindlers are giving them when you got a national championship, coach telling you,
Oh, well, I believe it. You know what I said in the beginning, right?
What's that?
Rose, hype search use the hype. Don't let it use you.
Right.
You parents better listen.
Yeah, you better listen.
Because that hype is real.
Yeah, the hype is
They
real.
will hype you up so big and think. And this, let me tell you, parents. Let me give you one of the oldest tricks in the book. when they sitting up there and you paying all them fees and you paying them about $500 a month and paying for everything and you just a happy parent, even buying lunch and dinner and Gatorade for the rest of the team. 9 times out of 10, they going to have their friend coach call you and be like they recruiting you. And they going to act like they really matter of fact, they going to even say come to a game. They going to bring you on campus. And guess what? It's all smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
It's all smoke and mirrors. Ain't no off on the table.
But check this out. I got a text from a parent out of the Houston area.
Okay.
That was basically asked a question, she's in a 5A classification. Okay. Out of the Houston area, averaging more than, might be 4A, averaging just over 20 points a game.
Okay. High school.
Okay. Going into the junior season, and we're basically, asking, what club should she seek out, and what level of competition is her daughter going to be able to play at?
First of all, how tall is she?
Yeah,
That's the first.
5'8".
5'8". Okay. And what is her aspirations? Is it playing big time or is it just?
Of course.
It's playing big time. Okay. If she's 5'8", and she's not playing the point guard, and she's looking to go to Baylor or UConn or South Carolina, she's playing the wrong position.
Okay, let me ask you this question: in your 7 years, how many kids did you recruit under 6 foot? Total. How many kids you signed under 6 foot?
Well, I signed a few point guards under 6 foot, a few 2 guards under 6 foot, but not many. I didn't sign any 5'8" 2 guards. Any 5'8" 2 guards. So, all 5'8s strictly point.
So
guards.
I'm saying percentage wise, 6 foot and under to 6 foot and older, and taller. How many over 7 years? What's the percentage? Is 50-50?
As far as what height you say? 6 foot?
Yeah, 6 foot. Just say 6 foot is the where we draw the the line in the sand. How many? If you sign 50 kids out of that 50, how many were under 6 foot and how many were over 6 foot over your 7 years?
Under 6 foot, I would say about 30%.
30%. Wow. Wow. That's it, that's major.
That's major.
So we're talking about if you signed them and you're playing against UConn, how many 5'7" they got? 5'8" they got? How many Stanford got?
They don't have any.
Yeah.
They don't have any. And basically, in my 7 years, even on the floor, it was probably only one player under 6 foot on the floor.
Right.
On the floor.
And you got experience on the boys' side. So 6 foot on girls, I don't know. That's what would that be? Like the average 3-player on the boys side.
6 foot for boys?
No.
The average 3-player probably about
3, 6,
3, 6, 4,
6'6".
6, 5. Yeah.
Well, when I was recruiting 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
6'5", 6'6". So
Yeah.
on the boys side, the percentage of kids under 6'7" playing major college basketball would be what? Like how many 6'2", 6'1"s?
I mean, you got a lot.
Yeah,
You got
it's
a
a
lot.
lot.
See, this
It's
is
a
the deal.
lot.
Boys is different because you can have. I got a perfect example right now. T-John Brown and Kimball, about 5'11", trying to touch 6 foot, averaging 20-something a game.
Okay.
Just took Kimball 16 in no district, about to go play for the state.
But what is his position?
Point guard?
Exactly.
That's what I say.
Right,
That's what I say.
right,
So
right.
you can be that. But I'm saying you can be that at that. He's athletic, can dunk it, play
Right.
defense.
At the point guard position.
At the point guard position.
But like if he was a 2, would you think he would
wouldn't-
survive?
He done.
He wouldn't survive.
He done. He too. If he anything other than the point guard, it's over.
Okay.
It's over. I
So-
mean, I'm not. No. Let's take that back. I'm not gonna say it's over, but at what he's trying to do and where he's trying to go for his position,
Right.
it'll be over. But
over. Right.
he'd be able to play.
Well, I told the parent in Houston, find you a team where you can try to carry that 20 points a game over into the summer. This is last summer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's
Don't-
last summer.
It's last summer. Don't go get
2024.
on this team where you're dishing that ball off and your average is 3. Go get on that team where you can actually display your talents.
I got another route for some players, parents that don't want to deal with AAU. Train and just hit camps.
That works.
Train and hit camps.
Yeah. But you got to be training.
You got to be training.
You got to be training.
The money you
and
spending
gotta
on
be ready.
traveling, and all that stuff, and hotels and all them airline tickets. Focus on the trainer 4-5
true.
days a week,
That's true.
and then go to camps.
But you gonna have to have the game. You gonna have to
Yeah,
hit the
that's what I
bullseye
say.
with
You
your
gonna have
game.
to, you got to have
Yeah.
the game. That's regardless.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying
Yeah.
for the parent that don't want to deal with the hustle and bustle, that sit back and say, okay, my kid can play mid-major or D2. My kid can play D2.
Facts.
So I'm not about to deal with all this bull crap with this AAU because the game
I'm
has
trying.
totally changed. I've been out for 7 years.
Yeah.
And I done came back and I walk in the gym and I'm walking in gyms and I'm looking at these kids and it's like don't nobody pass the eye test. I'm talking about just like walking. Back when we was doing it, the gym was packed.
Yeah.
When we walked in, you knew who was the players was going to be because
That's
you
true.
seen it
Right,
in
right,
warm-ups.
right.
I don't even see kids dunking in warm-ups.
Yeah. That's true. That's
High
true.
school, AAU, none of that.
You're right.
All I see them doing is layups.
You're right. And back to what you were saying about that kid, that team is very important. Like you said, like you can be that type of player, but if they got 3 players like you on a team that you're trying to decide on,
Yeah.
that's a bad decision.
That's a bad decision.
That's a bad decision.
All right. Well, look here. We're going to what's your daughter's name, man? What's your daughter's name?
Deja.
Deja. Okay. Hey, we're going to take
Deja Renee.
we're going to take a 30-second, but while we break for 30 seconds, we're going to see if we can't bring up, some of her talented work. Swift, you want to let us know what this is right here?
Play that for me then. Let me listen to it. Deja Renee.
Yeah, get you about 45 seconds, 60 seconds. This girl got some talent, man.
Yeah, that's Deja Renee. The song is called Chosen.
Okay, she need to sign the Rosalian Records where dreams come true.
Yeah, she the truth.
You wanna put your hands up. Feeling like this got me wanna run my bands up. They can see my pain behind my smile. I got my mask up. So much love to give, but got my guard up. I just can't trust, cause I've been through some things and I know I didn't deserve it. Looking for peace of mind, cause damn, I'm just tired of hurting. But something keeps telling me all of it's worth it. This just part of the plan. I just gotta keep working. This for all the ones that tried to beat me down. This for all the ones who grew up as a lonely child. This for all the broken hearts trying to keep they smile. Yeah, they tried to count me out, but
Is
they
this
gon' feel me now.
is this work
Gotta keep my
already
distance 'cause they
out there where it
envy
can be
How come
purchased,
every
or
time
where
my heart
where's
cries,
She
getting
hadn't
that
released this one yet.
Okay.
She released Loving Me on Valentine's Day. She sings as well as rap. But she hadn't released any rap. But so she got some rap coming out real soon, like next week.
Okay. Okay.
This is called Chosen, and it's a motivational. It's a song about just keep plucking, keep grinding, and your day is gonna come. And it's called Chosen.
All right. Well, we're gonna be giving a lot more information about this talented young lady and where we can support her on the different platforms. All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, then we got one more topic. Not topic, but subtopic. I talked to a parent today, and senior, and this kid is, in my opinion, is ultra athletic. Long, 6 foot, with nothing on the table. Kind of what we talked about earlier today. She's in Neverland. She's in Neverland, and played with in another state. She played with a team. Went to the right tournaments, but within that tournament, I'm just gonna say she was on court 95. You know what I'm saying? So
the back gym,
the back gym for the $1,200 entry fee.
Shout out to my back gym people.
Yeah,
hard to find what you want in the back gym.
Yeah, then this kid getting 25 and 29 and 22. She's 6 foot, athletic. I mean, just an athlete. So it's trial season. It's tryout season.
What position is she?
She gonna be she could be a nice collegiate wing.
Okay.
Just athletic, man. Just run like a gazelle.
Okay.
She's a cheerleader, so she jumps and touch toes and all that other stuff.
Okay.
But my point is that schedule. Don't decide on a team based on that schedule that's placed in front of you. If you're going to a big tournament, i.e. a Louisville or wherever, and you're going to be put on court 95, trust me, you're going to play 5, 8, 9 games, and you're not going to get one coach over there. You're not going to get one coach.
Not one.
You need to go back to that coach and say, hey, we don't have the type of players, or you maybe don't have the type of relationships to get us up on court, 15.
You hit it on the money right there.
Yeah.
But
relationships.
But a lot of these, in light of what happened a few years ago, a lot of these guys ain't got relationships with colleges no more. The college coach, I talked to a college coach personally, head coach. He say, I don't even like messing with the Dallas dudes no more.
But they telling them they got these relationships. That's the thing. These guys are telling them that I can get you offers. We playing in the biggest tournament in the country. But like he said, you playing on court 95.
All I got to say, parents, all you got to do is call them to the carpet. When they say they know them coaches and everything, say call them right now.
There you go.
FaceTime them.
There you go.
If they won't answer your FaceTime, they don't like them. FaceTime them.
I'm a tournament director. You know what I'm saying? So, you can call
the tournament director the most because they getting paid for the books for them to come up in there. Got the hospitality room, feeding them. So at the end of the day, all these tournaments and guys are saying they doing tournaments and everything, they should be able to pick up the phone and walk them in the gym.
Trust me, parents, if there's 90 courts in the gym, somebody got to play on court number 90.
Yeah, somebody got to.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to play on court number 90.
Better let them directors
Somebody
know.
going to play on court number 89 and 88.
Hey, remember back in Vegas, back in the day, it was Pool A and Pool AAA.
Right. Somebody got to be in Pool A.
Yeah,
and they not getting no looks.
They not getting no looks.
They ain't getting no looks.
They ain't getting out a look.
They're not getting no looks. And, and club coaches, directors, tournament, they know that today. Man, they know that today. That's facts. They know that 100% today.
True story.
Listen, if you ain't an original OG in AAU basketball out here, you my son.
Yes, sir.
You followed the hype. You followed what was Duncanville back when they were 39-0, Grace Prep, Prime Prep, API. You followed the manuscript. That's why you got your dynamic preps now.
Facts.
Your Cornelia STEMS research.
So parents, that's one of the reasons that we started this podcast. If you have any questions about what team you should play for, what tournament you should play in, what you should look for in a program, feel free to reach out and contact us. We have the knowledge and we have the wisdom to guide you and lead you in the right direction. Please contact us. call us and we can help you with that decision. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing for years. We developed this podcast because we wanted to help players. We wanted to help parents make decisions. We wanted to even give out tournament events that you should really try to look into and play in. Right. So those things are things that we have a lot of experience in. So feel free to call us, and we'll give you the truth, the unbiased truth. You know, we all have resumes, tournament directors. Dre Rose been in the game, done saw NBA prospects, helped NBA prospects, done evaluated kids from youth and knew their potential, knew what there was going to be, and blew them up, placed them in the right high schools, placed them with the right college and the right coach. So,
that's right.
God, listen.
Hey, so look in the comments. Now, look in the description. Mm-hmm. You're going to find out how to get in contact with all of us via text, email. We like for you to go and like, share, subscribe. All of that information is going to be right down there in the description of the podcast. We're going to be out here on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all platforms, Facebook, Instagram Live, all of that, you know. So feel free to reach out to any one of us. We appreciate you for taking your time and listening, joining in on the podcast.
Baseline talk, baby.
Let go. Hey, yeah, you know I'ma talk my shit. Ay.